v69 stable version is finally rolling out to MetaQuest users, and I will be showing you what you can expect. Seamless multitasking. If you've ever wanted to keep your browser windows open during an immersive experience, you'll finally be able to do so with v69. The update allows you to have your universal menu plus not just one window, but up to 3 windows, all while staying in virtual reality. In order to do this, you would first need to go into Experimental and turn on Seamless Multitasking towards the very bottom. Note that it is possible to have v69 and not see this feature right away. That's exactly what happened to me, and I had to restart the headset before I could see the option. The next feature, Window Layout, is something that started as experimental under v67, but is now going to be turned on for everyone with v69. It basically lets you freely position windows around you instead of them being attached to the whole interface. So if you didn't have this as an experimental setting for v67, you will just be getting this now as a default feature. Somewhat of a related update regarding Windows, spatial audio for Windows is being enabled as part of v69. So if a certain window is playing audio, it should sound like it's coming from that location around you, which can provide a richer and more realistic experience. Honestly, it's hard for me to tell if the spatial audio is even working. I feel like I could hear a difference when I put the window kind of below me, but when I was turning my entire body, I couldn't really tell the spatial audio was on.
Only get older, never younger. You can't make detours. But this is an illusion. You have far more control over how you move through time. To explain how this actually works, without making a math video...
That's just my personal experience though. I still need to test this a few more times because I don't think it should be this hard to hear the difference, so I'm thinking maybe I just don't have the feature yet for some reason. I'm thinking it should be close to what the Apple Vision Pro spatial audio is like, where it's more realistic and organic the way things sound relative to your position from the window. And here's an example of that. I'd recommend you pause this video and grab your headphones if you don't have them on already.
Connected space-time. When you move through space, you're also moving through the block. This means time passes differently for different people, depending on how they move through space relative to each other. And this also means that what someone perceives as now is a certain cut along the block, a cut that will depend on how fast they're moving. So what you think is now is really only your now.
Removing apps from your library. It's exactly how it sounds. If you've never noticed, apps never really disappear from your library even after you uninstall them. They just kind of linger there. But with this new update, apparently you can officially delete them for good. But I say apparently because even though I have v69, I just could not see the option to remove any apps. Whenever I clicked the 3 dots, I would only see the usual options and there was nothing there that I could use to remove the apps fully. And unfortunately, this was not the only feature still missing for me with v69. This new update is also supposed to come with a new Horizon home called Oceanarium, which Meta describes as an underwater world where you can get up close and personal with sea turtles, manta rays, and even a majestic whale. But sadly, this is not available yet for me, so I will just need to keep waiting. Is this even available for anyone yet? Similarly, I had wanted to test Content Adaptive Backlight Control, which is supposed to improve the contrast and battery life by adjusting the backlight of your headset based on the content you're viewing, but I don't think I have this feature just yet. I couldn't see any indication anywhere that it was on, so there is really not much I can say about this right now. And unfortunately, the same is true for quick Bluetooth pairing. I was supposed to get a notification that I had a device nearby that was ready to pair, but I just wasn't getting that either. I did get access to the new voice command to summon Meta AI, so you go to Experimental and turn it on, and once it is, you can start saying "Hey Meta" to invoke the AI. I personally don't use Meta AI yet, but I can see this being helpful to those who actively use it. And this is certainly not the last update that comes with v69, but I find this really interesting. Starting next month, v69 will be required to access any of Meta Horizon's social apps like Horizon Worlds and Workrooms, and co-presence. Luna made a good point that it could be for the new avatar system that Meta is launching. Apparently, that's not confirmed yet, but there could be a new avatar system that will be revealed at this year's Connect. If this is true, then avatars should become more detailed and more customizable. And the current VP of VR and MR at Meta, Mark Rabkin, said they're actively investing in avatars to allow for a variety of self-expression. We even got a possible glimpse into these new, more detailed avatars, again thanks to Luna. Since v69 will be required in October for these social experiences, Meta did post in their v69 release notes that those who still do not have v69 at that point will be prompted to update before they can access these experiences. So I am interpreting that as we will all have the opportunity to be upgraded to v69 by then if we had not done so. And to wrap up, here are other features that are scheduled to arrive with v69. Alright, that's your recap of the v69 update. Clearly, there's still a lot of key features missing, even to those who already got it, so if you don't already have the update, don't feel like you're missing out too much. Alright, let me know which feature you're most excited about down in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoy this, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any videos.